conversation and docents and people telling stories and people coming together to discuss, to share. So that's the kind of concept that we've been discussing or talking about for so many months, and we felt that it was important to bring to you, to our attention, not only the images you saw in the computer, but now that we're people, not a screen, but people. So we see ourselves in 3D, right? You know, and we can turn around, and that's what is important, because if you imagine yourself in that space, we are now gathered around the tree, sort of in that area. You see? Now, if you look behind you, you see those lines? You see the lines? Are more or less the center of the wall as you walk through. You see, as you walk through, and you arrive to the space, and then, what we would like to do is to walk the space together. As if we were imagining these kind of walls that, bring us in to the passage, to this space, and then the journey we get to that space that we call the vessel. So,
and we're thinking it would be made out of a very heavy timber, probably 10 inches by 10 inches. That's white oak probably, or red oak.
These walkways will be a little bit small, a little bit narrower.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
The walk-ins, just a little bit narrower.
And so it really feels claustrophobic.
Yes,
and you feel the pressure and the intensity. It's meant to feel very emotional. And you're trapped in between these walls. And then there's a sense of expansion and then being held in an embrace by this space. Just the more of the learning space.
We're back to 8 foot more, 8 foot high.
They're 10.
10.
Yeah. The walls over there are actually level of the space. The walls in the back are a bit taller. But remember that we're higher now than the level of the sidewalk. We're probably 2.5 feet above that level. So the whole space will be lower, because
is that like so
the babies
you'll bring it down?
We'll bring it down so that the wood itself, we would be walking on wood. You will have a ramp that goes from the sidewalk to the space that is about a foot difference. So we gotta adjust the dimensions, but from the level of the sidewalk, the ramps in between the walls will be walking slightly upwards. Okay? And then you arrive to that deck area, and then you have the space behind. And one of the things that I would like to invite us to do, and then we can go back to the model, is why don't we walk out, and then we walk through the wall slowly, a couple of people on each space, so you arrive here, and then we all gather in that U-shaped space.
Okay. Right. Yep.
Just to
Before
see
we go, I just want to tell you that as soon as I walked up here and I looked at this and I looked at all the buildings around it, and the first thing I thought was, oh my God, we're nestled right in between where all of the people from the 17th century, all of these buildings are protecting us. That's all I could think about.
Yeah.
That's it. So my thought is, my God, this is it. I'll never forget the first day we walked by here. Mr. Gibbons, you were one. Eileen, you were one. Josephine, I think you were one. Fern, I don't think you were one.
I never was one, but she wasn't here.
We walked by here and we walked all over Newport, Spring Street, the wharf. That took us about an hour and a half just to walk and see, to find a spot. And we walked down this street, Meeting Street, because we had made lunch at the White Horse Tavern. And I turned around and I looked and I saw that sign, Liberty Block, and the date that was on there. And I turned around to all of them, because I was a little bit ahead of them, and I said, okay guys, here it is. I don't know what we were walking all over Newport for. Just like that, remember? It was like, wow, this is it. And it's still it. This is the place, and this is, to me, wonderful. Thank you, Julian.